This next song in the long run of things is a song about passion. When I was in high school, my passion was to be the state champion wrestler. And junior year, I took 7th. My senior year, I just had a fire in my belly that I couldn't quell with anything, not even any success that I had. Just wouldn't quell. I knew I needed to be the champion. And nobody believed in me, you know. When I went to state, I lost to a guy in districts and regionals, the same guy placed second in districts and regionals, and that was the guy that was favored to win the championship. And when I got to state, I was ranked 7th, but I made it to the finals, and in the end, I ended up beating that gentleman and winning that championship. And really, all it took was determination, passion, and hard work. But after that, things just didn't add up for me. I kind of lost that passion in my life until I heard about the sport of arm wrestling. And furthermore, I heard there was somebody in the midst, somebody in our county was a state champion. I heard the legend of the jacket. As it was told to me, obviously as legends go, from time to time they change. But I was told the jacket possessed the body of a snake that turned into a fist. But in reality, it was a arm that turned into a snake's head. But when I wrote this song, that's what I believed in, and that's what drove me to work out. And for 2 days, that's why I trained. 2 days, that's all I needed. Scrub showers to the campground, worked on that forearm. If you can see that in the video, that's some decent arm wrestling strength. I worked on my hip thrust to get it in there. But this is a song that describes that event and what happened when two champions met. One for wrestling and one for the arms of wrestling. Oh yeah. As I remember it was a cold Sunday morn, and I woke with a fury from an oath I had sworn. And I prepared for battle with my metacarpal pole. The sinew in my forearms became really swole. And when I reached the church door, I kicked it in with all my might. The sounds filled the patronage, and I could smell their fright. I yelled, Julie! Girl, you should have been old. I yelled, Julie! Like the wolf, I am the stone. I saw her sitting there, right in the first row. She looked at me and she said, boy, let's go. She had on her members only coat, and on the back of it, there was a snake that turned into a fist wrapped around her throat. We sat up there, right on the altar. You would have thought we were going to stop the battle of Gibraltar. Hail Julie! Woman, you should have been old. Hail Julie! Like the wolf, I am the stone. Everyone had that look on that said, he must be insane. But I didn't care, because for 2 long days, I had trained. I set my elbow right between the Bible and a cross. I looked at her, and yeah, she knew I'd be the final boss. We locked hands with a thunderous clap.
Blood pulsed in my veins as I began my attack. I yelled, Julie! Girl, you should have been home. I yelled, Julie! Like the wolf, I am the stone. For 40 days and 40 nights, the battle, it did rage. I fought with the ferocity of a three-legged rat locked in a cage. I could see the desperation began to set in her face. She couldn't keep up with my strength, nor my unrelenting pace. I thought I had her, till she flipped around the hat from that truck stop. She looked me in the eyes, past my soul, then bellowed over the top. I yelled, Julie! Oh man, I should have been home. I yelled, Julie! Like the cobra, you are a storm. Take the queen from her throne. Yeah, she'll put you down. Your wrist will hit the ground. Hit like a stone to that religious oak. I could see it in her face. She knew I was a joke. She sent my hand through the 9 circles of hell. And like Dante, I knew that I could feel the burn as well. She put on her jacket and walked between each pew, and that's when I felt it, and when I knew. Oh, said I should have known. Separate a queen from a throne. Oh, I should have known. You can never take the queen from a throne.